boo da da ba boo. Ooh ah, ooh doo 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 da, doo 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 da, bum 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 bum, bum bum, oh bum bum boom doo. Oh, what happened? Well, that was weird. Wonder why it flashed. Don't know. Oh, hi, Racer. How's it going? Odd. Did you see how I went flashy, flashy? Weird. I didn't touch anything. Did you touch something? Never touched the thing. Hope you're having a good Wednesday, Thursday, or wherever it is where you live. Mm-hmm. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-boo. A Scooby-Doo. Cyrenix. So what? Is it time to play some worms? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Starting soon, starting soon. Matter of fact, we should start this thing right here. Oh, that says bad. Why does that say? Oh, because I didn't go to the right directory. I need to go to OG Worms. Oh, no autocomplete. OG Worms, not bat, right? I think that's right. No. Oh. Oh, hi. Oh, welcome in. Is it not OG Worms? Thank you, Zoe, for the resub for 40 months. Can you believe it? Oh, hi, Shay. How was your Wednesday, Thursday? Zoe. Zoe, what you been up to? What you been up to, huh? Are you planning on coming to TMS Vegas this next year? I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. I'm hoping. That's the hope. That's the hope. Jernick says, by the way, every time you bring up the coconut versus shark thing, it makes me chuckle. It makes me laugh too. That's why I bring it up. It's not really that important. But I just have a feeling something's not right about the statistic. So I gotta come, right, Zoe? Gotta do it. Oh my gosh. Wake up, wake up. It's time for some worms. Get live, y'all. Let's get live. Woo! You'd be very sad. I'll be sad too. Oh, hi, Tex. We are so close, man. We're like 250 hours away, watch hours away from making our goal. Oh, it's so loud still. He said, bigger, better worms too. There we go. That's a little better. Cyrenix says, I found on the internet, so obviously it's true. I don't think anyone was talking to you, Siri. I don't think anyone was talking to you. You'll need to unlock your butt phone. Uh-oh. I don't know why the OG Worms is running all these AVI files off the CD. Texas says that's awesome because they've been watching on multiple devices. We've been killing it, apparently. Plus everyone else who's been helping out. Everyone else has been helping out. Oh, we got to do this stupid ad starts in 1 minute. Let's just run the ad and we'll be right back. Watch these ads. We'll be right back for some worms. Let's do it. Run the stupid ad and be done with it already. Let's just run the ads already. All right, we'll be back just in a second from those ads. Meanwhile, let's get live about it. What do you say? What do you say we go live? I think we should. Transition. Wink. Here I am. There I am. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good one. Tex says, that's because you're a decent human being. Oh, hi, Taz. Not sure if you just came in on some ads, Taz, or if you can hear me. I think you should be subbed. I think I saw your sub, so you shouldn't be seeing any ads at all. Nothing says Christmas like worms. Agreed. I agreed 100%. I don't think anything says Christmas quite like worms or lemmings. Or oh, he's got a little tricorder. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Oh, we just got beamed. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Bummer. Yeah, Tex. Let's see if we can get to 3,000 watch hours before Christmas. Yes. By the way, those people on YouTube aren't seeing the ads, but that's fine. That's fine. That's a good thing, right? Here comes the demo. Here comes the demo. I guess I need to post this on social media. It's probably the smart thing to do. Who played this game back in the day? I never played it on the Amiga, but I did play it a couple nights ago on the Amiga version, and I'm kind of impressed. Can you and Scott play against each other? Oh, that'd be good. I've missed the streams this week. Oh man, Taz, I would love to. This music's so freaking good. Twitch. Knew something wasn't right. What do you guys know about the voice packs on this thing? Like, I've noticed there's all kinds of different... Did anyone mess with that? I mean, I used to mess around a lot with the Quake mods, the WAD packs and stuff, so that I can say, that's right, isn't it? So we could like change the WAV files and stuff of things. Did people do that? Because there's a whole kind of editing suite in Worms, and I don't know if anyone really did that much. Cyrenix says, I'm impressed how the Worms formula has never really changed over the years, and it still works, and the AI Worms are all horrible cheating jerk faces, aren't they though? It's still the same text, you're right. You're right, it's still terrible. Greg for Walkman just came in this very second, recent sub for 61 months. That is insane, Greg. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope your Wednesday, Thursday finds you well, and I hope you're getting ready for the holidays. Zoe says Scott mentioned Worms on the Amber Dick the other day. Slight slip of the tongue. Little Freudian slip, if you don't mind. Yeah. Texas right. I would typically be watching the high school football championship, but I have YouTube TV and the... Oh, it doesn't allow games to be broadcast on YouTube? Oh, interesting. Oh, jerks. What a bunch of jerks. What a bunch of jerks. That's right. Taz confirms I get no ads because I subbed. All these little tunes and stuff, the little tune voices. I dig it. I dig them. I dig them like Sugar Smacks. Is it Sugar Smacks? Or is it Honey Smacks? Get rid of Sugar Smacks, right? Was it ever Sugar Smacks? Or was it always Honey Smacks? Shifty, what is going on? Worms is so much fun with friends. Agreed. I was so excited about playing Worms for Christmas because I have fond memories of playing Worms. Like, I love all the little Christmas themed things. Like the Lemmings had one, Worms had one, Nights into Dreams had a Christmas thing. Did Doom have one too? Am I remembering that incorrectly? I feel like Doom had, like, maybe I just played a mod or something. I miss games having those little Christmas themes. I mean, sure, Fortnite and that kind of stuff still does it. Is that the only kind of game that really still does, like, that kind of thing? They don't do that kind of thing like in Diablo. And I guess they do in World of Warcraft, right? I mean, right? Overwatch, says Shifty? Probably. That makes sense. I mean, that makes sense, right? I have had such a hard time deconstructing the first Worms game and playing it in an authentic manner. It's like they were so busy, those like penises. They were so busy improving the game that they were not interested. Didn't seem interested in preserving anything. With that being said, I'm not blaming Team 17 because they have over the years given us many ways to play their games. So definitely not a complaint. Plus, it's hard to see game preservation in the middle of development, right? You're like, who even thinks to even want this game, much less would we want to preserve it? We want to make it as good as possible. It's hard to see the importance, right? Text we talked about. You would think UL would want the money from the ratings. Yeah. Oh, I see some talks about Sailor Moon. Greg for Walkman confirms Sugar Max. Sugar Max. Sugar Smacks was a thing. Okay, good. I'm not crazy. I thought it was a thing. But then when I said it, I'm like, I swear it was sugar. But then I'm like, maybe not. Let's see, we placed the Mastodon. We posted Threads. Posted to Blue Sky. I want to give Threads some love. I gave Facebook some love. I just watched Car get its ankle broken. Oh my. I'm not sure. Why is that for me? I don't know. Why is that for me? Alright, got that. Boom. Alright, here we go. Let's roll with some Worms on DOS 622. Playing some Worms on DOS 622 on my Mr. FPGA. Rocking and emulating that. Let's see what we're rocking first. Let's make sure I'm not lying here. Yeah, let's see. We're doing CBW presets. Let's crank it up to my gateway, which is how I compared this to. I had a 46 SX 33 megahertz. Let's get it there. All right, and we do have the Worms CD-ROM plugged in. Kind of playing a hybrid version of this. I was mentioning this before we started. I'm kind of playing a hybrid of Worms. I purchased the Worms DOSbox version off Steam, and inside of there was a folder that was called Worms Original. So there's a batch file inside of there that launches the exe file that's supposed to be from the Worms original. But I'm not sure how original it's supposed to be, because batch file, you have to have the CD-ROM, and so it's pulling these video files from the CD. So I'm assuming it means the OG is in comparing the two between the original Worms and the one with the expansion. And those two together were called... Was it Reinforcements? What was it called here? Let me take a look. Not Worms the Director's Cut, but I believe it was something like that. It gets a little confusing in the beginning. So, the beginning there's Worms, then Worms the Director's Cut, which was released for the Amiga. Worms 1995, Worms Director's Cut 1997. Worms originally came out on the Amiga in 1995 and then was ported over to DOS. And we're celebrating DOSember, so that's how we're playing it today on our DOS emulation on our Mr. FPGA. For the Play Retro show, we're going to talk about Worms, Worms the Director's Cut possibly, Worms 2, and Worms Armageddon for this week's Play Retro show. Worms Armageddon, probably one of the most popular versions of Worms, and really Worms that is in the 1990s, and then after that, things change a little bit. Andy Davidson was I believe was the original game developer, and he hooked up with Team 17 to get it published. It actually got published by Ocean, so it was actually partially developed and then published by Ocean. So KC Turbos, what is going on? Worms night, everybody. I want to do the Christmas thing too before we play. All right. So here's a little demo file. So let's get into some Worms. My controller is doing nothing because this is going to be a keyboard and mouse game, I believe. Let's see. Why is it not responding? Okay, here it goes. There it goes. All right. I don't think you could play with the controller at all on the first ones, could you? Right, let's take a look at some of the Worms options. This is a tactical game. Have you tried Worms Weapons of Mass Destruction, WMD? I think I have that one, right? That was in 2016. I have that one, and I believe... Yeah, I have... What is that right? Because I think I played it. Or was I forgot about the Worms Armageddon Anniversary Edition. And that was one of the things that got me fired up to play some more Worms this year, was the Anniversary Edition. What is in that one? Does that have the original? The Anniversary Edition? I didn't look at that one. I meant to purchase it, and I don't think I ever did. Did I ever purchase it? We get it on... Is it even on Steam? Wait, is it even out? Wait a minute. Didn't I get this already? Oh, get out of here with this crap. So this release for the Nintendo Switch, PS5, PS4, Xbox One, the Expo is only consoles. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Serious confirms that the WMD feels so much like the old ones. I think that's the reason why I got that one, because I looked at it. Casey, did you play any Worms back in the day? Here, I'm going to bring you along for the ride. Bring you along for the ride. Gonna bring you along for the ride. Did I know this? Did I? See, I have a PS5, but Ethan now owns it. let's take a quick look here. I'm trying to. This feels like I remember this and don't remember this all at the same time. Does that make sense? I feel like I remember the announcement, but then I forgot everything about it. Did I? Surely I.
Rated T for teen.
The year was 1999. The
95.
world stood on the brink of a catastrophic upheaval.
The big one.
Whispers of Armageddon echoed through the streets. The hour of reckoning had arrived.
War is hell.
Fire! Oh, unseen interviews.
It's amazing, sir. I ain't seen nothing.
Worms Museum.
Hey, that's grand.
Bonus 8-bit handheld version? Wait a minute. When did this release? I don't either, Shay. Did I know that I wrote this up. So like 6 months ago, we wrote down a list of things that we wanted to do for the end by the end of the year. And Worms was on that list. And I think it's because I knew this was coming out and I wasn't sure if I was going to get it. And I didn't come back and revisit it. The Xbox One. Get out of here. When was this released then? Was it Section Window? It's only 1870 and then the pounds. It was released on 9/25. Why did I knew about it coming out and then I forgot about it maybe? Because that's about when we made our big list. And so has anyone played this at all? It's on the Switch. I probably should get it on the Switch. Why is it only in pounds? Did it not release in the US? Surely it released in the US. Why is it all going? Let me see if I just go US and try to trick this URL to see what happens. Oh, it doesn't like that. Is it not in my region? Is that a thing? No, there it is. Okay, so let's take a look here. It's on sale until the 26th. Look at that. Okay. Typically $24.99. Relive the 1999 with this faithful rendition of Worms. But I'm curious, do they have like a classic mode in here or anything? Over 30 custom and comedy sound banks, including stiff upper lip, cyberworms, and more. Love features. Oh my gosh, have I been missing out on this? How did I not know? I am such a retro gamer. I've been paying no attention. Casey Turbo says, dude, the amount of drama this game added to a game night with friends. It was so good, wasn't it? And Taz is also saying, showing my age, but Worms was great in high school. You're not old. That's not old at all. Interesting. This is Infogrames, of course, for the N64. Oh my gosh. I'm going to feel so bad about this because usually okay, so to come back around all the way back to the reason why I started looking at all of that to begin with is because I said at the top that typically, you know, I like to do deep dives in all the games we're going to do, and I feel pretty good about predicting the size of the sandwich, right? I feel, you know, it's like, okay, we're covering this game and the size of the sandwich is this big and we're just going to eat it and it's going to be good. And I swear, I don't know what happened. I think I know what happened. Scott is such a big Worms fan. He's way bigger Worms fan than me. I love Worms, but he'd marry Worms if he could. And so I kind of was like, oh, it's going to be fine. We'll let Scott define the parameters of what we're going to cover in Worms. And so he had mentioned he can't wait to talk about Worms Armageddon. So I said, oh, that's cool. That's a good cutoff time, right? the 90s. We'll go from Worms to Worms 2 and then Armageddon. I was like, cool, that's no problem at all. And it was going to coincide with Dawsember. It's all just lined up perfectly. But oh my God, I forgot how intensely complex these games are compared to a lot of the other games that we cover, because there's just so much strategy involved that to be able to talk any type of shop about this game, you really got to know your shit. I mean, this is not a game that just anyone can hop in and play, right? I mean, you can, but you're sitting, it's going to take a minute. All right, let's name our teams. All right, here we go. We're going to name our team. We're Team Mission D. And then there we go, our humans. And Freakalake, what is up? Happy DOSmas to you. Freakalake says, I remember playing Worms on PC and PS1. How was that PS1 experience, by the way? How was that? Captain? Captain is going to be Mission D. Too many E's. We're gonna make we're just gonna pick some, we're gonna pick the last couple of people who have said stuff in the chat room. Let me get that pulled up. So we're gonna work our way backwards here. Frickalicious Leets. There we go. We got some Shay here. We got you get some in Shay from the, you do it right. Let me do, oh, I can't do lowercase. Got Shay and Casey. Casey Turbos. Not Tubos. Casey Tubos. There we go. Yeah. Oh, now we gotta pick our gravestone here, right? So when we die, this is the gravestone we're gonna get. We gotta pick death, right? So we got a sample set. This is the little, I guess it's the little, I'll get you, and that kind of stuff is set by default to tunes too, so we'll leave it there. Go next. Player 2 is gonna be, oh, I forgot, I need to go back and change this because it was stupid for computers, right? Let's come on. All right, there we go. So get stupid. We want to make that CPU okay. We don't want to be good because we got our asses kicked last time. We need to make this humans. Houdini 7. What is going on? How is your Wednesday, Thursday going? All right, we got our humans. And we got, because I'm only going to go against one CPU, so let's make the rounds. Guess what, Houdini? You are now on Team Stupid. Through no fault of your own, I'm going to represent you on that side. Then we roll back up here to the previous people we were talking to. Taz was up there. Cyranex is in the building. And let's see, I think Tex was the next person up there. Tex, that's 2 C's, right? All right, there we go. You get to be on the stupids. We're doomed. No, you're the computer. The computer is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. I'm gonna make you guys tunes 1, and we're gonna give you the whatever that thing is. All right, there we go. Let's play the game of Worms. We're just going to be humans and stupids. And what's the league thing? What is that? Friendly league. Okay, so how would you play friendly? Or do you like... So, like, how many can you pick? Just 4, right? With a league. But what does friendly do? Up to 4 players, because you can... This is Worms 1, so you do hot seat, right? So, you know, you wouldn't play multiplayer. You play multiplayer by playing hot seat, right? You could play up to 4 human players, or one, or any combination of at least one human. Can you do all computers? I bet you can do all computer, just run like a little simulation. Up to 4 players, basically. And 4 of those players can be human. Hot seat. I'ma fight you, says Sir Next. Houdini7 says, not sure I even played this back in the day. I didn't start until Armageddon, Houdini7, so I played a little bit since then, but back then I did not. Casey says, the audacity when your friend walks up and pokes your last worm. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what's so much fun about this game. It's the griefing that makes this game fun, right? Okay, you gotta watch the obligatory terrible animation. These 3D worms are just absolutely. This is the reason why I like the floppy version, because you don't have these little animations. I hate these animations. I really do. It's fine if you like them, but I hate them. And wow, let me tell you something. I have soap on the edge of my cup. That was disgusting. All right, so randomly generated mappings. We can zoom in and out. Let's see, who are we looking at here? So where are the other creatures at? I don't see anybody. Who am I supposed to be shooting against here? I don't see anybody. What am I supposed to... This is odd. Okay. They're all over there. You guys are all over on the other side. I'm all by myself. Oh, Cyrenex dropped. What was that?
That's what you get when you're messing with me.
That's what you get when you're messing with me. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's put this on pause. This is going to be important to this pause because this game kind of runs fast if you're not paying attention, right? Okay, so worms, what is that? Okay, I can't quite read all of it, but there's a seed, obviously. So I guess the question really is this. Let's see. All right. I think this is actually kind of distracting. I'm going to turn this off. I like my filters, but I think I'm going to turn it off in this case, or make it very soft because it's kind of distracting. I just turn it off here. Okay, there we go. That's not better. That's not better. So maybe it's not that. Maybe it's the double lines or something. Maybe it needs to be interesting. Okay, so let's go back. It is very hard to see, right? Probably the upscaling. Shay says the new coffee cleanse trend. Oh my god, yeah, accidentally getting that soap was disgusting. Original, extra crispy, V-Sync, low res. Oh, what does this do? What does that do? Well, it makes, one of the things it does, it makes my video card very angry. So let's see, native. I don't think that's going to do us any good. Casey says, what's the health advantage of adding soaps? That was what the answer was. The coffee cleanse. Yeah, telling you, man, you get some of that Dawn dish detergent in your face, man. When you eat, sure enough, you'll be pooping. It will not be good. So I know there's one more place that we can make modifications here. Oh man. Oh, we can exit out, right? So we're going to keep the teams. The teams we won't lose. We won't lose as long as we don't leave the game. So we just started, and I'm going to see if we can enhance the graphics, and I think we can here. There's the double buffering of the screen and allows zooming between turns as well. Full motion video. I'm actually going to turn that crap off. I hate it. I don't think... Oh, can we save? Like, you can save your status, but maybe not your settings? Uh-oh. Well, I made it very angry. It is not responding at all right now. Shay, what's up? Oh, Greg, you're out? Thank you for stopping by, Greg, and thank you for the resub. Boom. The save status seems to be broken. Broken. I wonder where it's trying to save to. Should we wait another second or two? Or should we reset it? Particularly back earlier said, I remember a game like this, but with pigs that we had on the PS1 as well. I mean, pretty much Angry Birds is this, right? To a more arcade style. Unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to pull a reset. Oh. All right. So I have to do a reset, which is sad because we're gonna have to bring up our DOS prompt and everything here. Gonna go ahead and go with the extended memory. Using that free DOS cute mouse driver, which is working just fine. I'm using Mr. FS. If anyone's watching this later on, you're like, how is this dude doing the thing with the thing? And what's the E drive and whatever and whatever? So there is a Mr. FS for the AO486 project, and it's basically a file share type of folder where I can just drop files in and actually can run from there. And we're going to go into the COG worms, and we're going to do that, and then we're going to see, look. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's just take a look. One of the cool things, though, do we have it in here? They must not left the reader in here. Let me see. Oh, there's one worms executable, so that's under the bin folder. The mode set too. Oh, you can launch a multiplayer. I wonder how the multiplayer works in this. Interesting. Interesting. Let's take a look at the docs. Here's your Team 17. So obviously, Windows 95. Oh, look at all these text files. Boot disk, convert, custom. What is all this stuff? Now, we can use the built-in DOS 6.22. We want. Who remembers the drama of double space from MS-DOS 6.0? And one of the reasons why they rushed out 6.22. Who remembers double space and DOS 6? Anybody go through losing some data during that time? Let's see. We got type, and I was curious to see what this last min is. Oh, I got to type it all the way out. Duh. Gonna recognize me just doing that. We tweak some of the options, and these may differ to those. Who is this from? It just says end of document. We have tweaked some of the options, and these may differ from those shown in the game manual. Feel free to tweak the options yourself after playing the game for a while, as you will soon discover which type of game you prefer: action-packed mayhem or subtle strategy. What? All game options are saved along with the scores. Okay, so when I saved, so when you save, so the answer to the question, your game options that you choose are saved when you save your scores. Okay, so it does save all of that. I kind of want to see what that boot disk has to say. Welcome into DOSember, right? Okay, one of the things that I'm not enjoying here is I know that, oh, dude. All right, let's go into E again. Let's see, directory. Let me see here. I think is it worms? Team 17 view? that right? Oh, take a look real quick. You'll know where I'm going once I show you. All right, let's see. Oh, I don't have it on here. Oh, it's under games. You big dooger. You big doogie. Doogie Howser. Okay. Let's see, we got, where's that Team 17 viewer at? I know I have it. Is it under another directory? Where's the viewer at? Is it under the W demo? You tell me I had the viewer under the demo? There it is, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the Team 17 view.exe to the C. Is there a bin? What's in my path? Let's just throw it to C for right now so we won't forget it. All right. You'll see where I'm going here in a second. Oh, I'm about to LS it. Must be just be under DOS. Okay. Let's cat. Let's type. Oh my god, I'm flying back and forth between paths are here, right? An auto exec, isn't that where our paths are at? Yeah, path is DOS. Okay, so we're going to move this time. We're going to move our Team 17 viewer .exe to C and DOS, right? And now when we type in, we don't have to leave, do we? It's instantaneous. Is it expecting a file? So if I said, now if I said T17 viewer, and I go, let's just give it a try. We know where it's at now at least. So let's get on the E drive. Oh my god. All right, we're back to E. All right. Now we can say it's Team 17 view, and let's see what we wanted to look at. Oh, the boot disk. Text. There we go. Oh, it came up and it disappeared. Oh, the DOS command. That's right. Fun stuff. All right, here we go. There we go. I really wish I got to figure out why. I know there's a way to make Mr. not be dynamic in is resizing when you're using a particular core. I got to look that up. Not time for it tonight. All right, boot disk creation documentation. If your system is an 8 meg one, then you are most likely having problems due to the fact that the program cannot free enough RAM up to run properly. This may include loss of sound effects. What is going on, Philly Codehound? I haven't seen you in a minute. Rumble for a while. DOS issues. That's right. That's right, Tex. I could get on Rumble. I know you keep telling me. I'm going to get it. Cernex says, oh, I see how it is, Brian Dunaway. You can't handle the stupids. So you happen to have a game crash, right, Cernex? Oh, no, we're off. Okay, have fun, Zoe. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It was a lot of fun. All right. So instead of using the type, which will just dump it to the screen on our reading or, God forbid, edit, we got this Team 17 viewer, which seems to also cycle the screen size as well. So that's kind of disappointing. But anyway, I was trying to see if I could glean any information. Probably just easier just to type these, though. I was hoping it might be something fun to read. Oh, team. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. So these are, we are the worms. Now I've got DOS key in here as well, so I can, if you're ever in DOS and going, how did Brian do that one thing where he's scrolling back to the history buffer? That doesn't make any sense. There's 6.2 had a DOS key. I'm not sure if it did come out in 6.2 or did it come out in 5? There was some big enhancements in 5, and I can't remember. But we can pipe this through some more. Man, I'm in the command line. I apologize. I live in the command line, so in time. And so if you'll excuse me, this is where I feel comfortable. Yeah, it seems to give me a no signal. So that's my capture card, Philly Codehound. So what's happening is I'm assuming that Mister is is rescaling the size of the screen, and as a result, my capture card, which is this which one is this one? This one's the it's not the Elgato. It is what is the name of this stupid capture card? It's the AverMedia. And it's not the only one. The Elgato does it some too, but this AverMedia does it really bad. It tries to, it tries to predict what the screen size is, and so for a second it'll lose signal. This is a very important thing. Your worms reflect your image, and it will not be long before the names with which you adore your worms will become important to you as your favorite little fluffy kitten or puppy dog. It won't also be long before your friend pops rounds and kills Clagnut, Wilbur, or Neville. That is some Team 17 names if you've ever heard them. And you feel as though that very same little fluffy puppy dog has been shot in cold blood. So give them character flair and energy. If you're stuck for what to call them, here are a few select teams as registered on our worm site. Oh, okay. So if you go to the worm site, if you hit archive.org, and you look at the Team 17 website, which I believe is also archived elsewhere as well. What is the name of that place? There's another site that's backed up a lot, mostly the download stuff, but Archive would definitely give it to you. And whatever you do, please don't call your worms 1, 2, 3, and 4 or Bob 1, Bob 2, etc. Okay, interesting. So it says not to do that, so we've totally got to do that. So we're creating a third team, and we're going to name them Call Your Worms 1, 2, 3, 4 or Bob 1, Bob 2. Okay, so we're definitely going to name a third group 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And maybe Bob as well. There's over 4,500 worm names registered to date. Here are a few examples. Team Punjab, Treat United, very good. Rodney Trotter. Da Boys, Team Asylum has Psycho, Nutter, Weirdo, and Loony. Team Sweaties. Is it Sweeties? It's Sweeties. Of course it's Sweeties. 36 Double D, Leather Lace, and Toy Girl. Team Speds, Captain Molo, Bounty Hunters. Oh, Boba Fett, IG-88. This is Bosk Zuckus. Oh, man. Yeah, these are some old school Star Wars fans. Love that. Monkey says, Sings Brian will be on the command line in the end times. True story. Those were your nicknames in high school? Excellent. Team Squidgy, more fluffy, cuddle, bunny, cutie. Interesting. Okay, so we're definitely naming another team those other things. This is the kind of stuff that I miss about DOS games. I miss diving into the text documents and finding all these little notes from the developers. It's these little love letters, right? I love it. Levels, names, net info. Oh, we need to definitely see what we got to do about the net info, because I didn't realize this version had type net info. Just infer what I'm. Oh, that's a lot. All right, I'm not gonna. Worms are talking. Get ready for paranoia. Okay, only when players see the message in the sender name, other players will see worms are talking. Get ready for paranoia. Got to use that in my. Oh, look, they got support instead of dudes this time. Net info. I really want it. What is sampling? Samp list. Team 17. So I think we're just going to do a type on something to see if it's worth digging deeper. Win95, WinProb, WormNet. I forgot about WormNet. And let's just take a look at this Worms 2. Worms 2 coming fall 1997. So this was prior. This was released prior to that. Probably released in 95, right? But I'm assuming that it's probably not. This is probably the version that came out in 96 or 97, right? I wonder if they met that goal of October 97 is the release. Non-deworming sensation will hit your PC in the forms of Worms 2. TOO. Sporting stunning SVGA graphics, Win95 native play, and packed with new features and options, and an all-new worming explosion that will rock you sideways. I'm going to mention all this shit on Friday's show, and Scott's going to not have any idea what I'm talking about. Together with our plans for Internet Worm Tournament Domination, you better get to practicing. Did I spell practicing? On this game now. As ever, keep in touch. Oh, together with our plans for Internet Worm Tournament Domination, you better get practicing on this game now. Is this a demo or something? They also include the demo for Worms too? As ever, keep in touch with the Team 17 website for the latest news and what will be the hottest software releases of 1997. Google says 21st of November 1997 for Worms 2. So, sounds like they were a little bit late. Sounds like it's a little bit late. Too bad you documented it. Let's just see what they have to say about WormNet. It's TXT, Brian. Oh, there's a batch file which sets up Worms to play in a variety of modes. Okay, so that's what the multiplayer. Play over a network, modem, or serial. Let's set up our serial. Let's connect our two computers through serial. What do you say? Let's do it. We'll put some sugar smacks on top of it. To run it, type multi from Worms directory or click the icon in the Windows 95. For more information on playing Worms over an IPX local area network, null modem serial connection, or modem, consult the net info. So that's what all that was about. That was a big one too. But there's a bunch of freaking terminal settings to do as well. What you think? Shay says, "Oh, the null modem. Oh my. Oh my." All right, let's just see what the Team 17 folder says. Okay, let's go back up and we'll do more because that was a little bit much about Team 17. Telephone numbers, email. There's the dudes. There's the dudes. Okay, so it wasn't very much more to continue on. Levels. I feel like what do we say? Team 17 view is the thing in levels. I feel like this is going to be a long enough file to make it worth our while. Oh, we got this other thing too. It doesn't give you error messages extension. Forgot to include the extension was what I was going to say. And I typed in the short code for extension instead of TXT. Avian, thank you so much. Just resubbed for 38 months this very minute. Dish, dosh, pish, posh. Brian's DOS Ember is crashing. I love it. Avian, welcome in. How's it going? We got an ad coming up. Wow, have we been streaming that long? What time is it? Yeah, I guess it's been almost, we're getting close to an hour. How long we've been streaming. All right, for those people who are unfortunate. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and run the ad. And those people like Avian, Greg for Walkman, and Zoe Brings the Bacon, two we have already left. It's a day, says Avian. We'll get no ads, but you're about to watch an ad, but we'll be right back in just 2.5 minutes. And we'll get back to our Worms coverage. In the meantime, we're going to dig through a couple of more of these silly text files and see what more we can learn this, maybe not on the internet already. All right, faithful. For those people who are uncomfortable enough not to have access to the Super Team 17 website, who wouldn't have that? And more specifically, the Worldwide Worm. We have gathered together a small number of custom levels as submitted by various Worm players around the world. Okay, interesting. So we got extra Worms custom levels, which you could also edit and make your own, right? The website is terrific medium for finding information. So would you download these? In the game, you must press space on the landscape generation screen and type the name of the level. The game will select user levels on a random basis. To get a list of levels the game can use the load save menu. Okay, wow, we really did learn something. Freak Elite says no ad for me for some reason. Hey, enjoy your ad-free viewing. I don't know why I didn't get one. I'm just glad you're here. So interesting. This is not something I knew about. The website. Okay, in the game, you must press the space on the landscape generation screen. So in that very first little part where it's generating, it's got the seed number and it starts generating the seed or generation of the screen. Type the name of the level. The game will select user levels on a random basis. To get a list of levels the game can use the load save menu. Interesting. Where does it say in the load save menu that credit for levels included from Worms players on the Worldwide Worm are Modesty, who has easily created the most imaginative and playable levels we've yet to see. Try his level called Space. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Space. Is this going to be a short stream? No, we're going to keep on streaming. Not that I know of, Tex. I hope not. We'll see. We're at least going another 30 to 45 minutes, probably, if I had to guess. So remember that Space. So when it's generating the screen, type the name of the level. So we'll hit. You must press space on the landscape. That's funny that it says space and it's confusing because the level is called Space. But you got to press space on the landscape generation screen and type the name of the level. The game will select user levels on a random basis to get a list of levels this game can use. Use the load save menu. Okay. I want to try that immediately. Okay. Hopefully the the configuration didn't save because I think our save is busted because it died on us, right? Now, let's see. This is in the OG Worms folder, so it should be it should work, right? Let's see. Where am I at? Oh, under docs. That's the reason why. Let's see. OG Worms. I named it OG Worms, by the way. It wasn't called that. We're going to skip all those stupid videos and jump right into the game. Welcome back in. I hope you enjoyed your ads, and now we must move forward. We learned a few things while you were gone if you weren't here. Tin Lobster says 6 ads and I'm back. This must be some short 15-second ads because I think it was that they run for 2.5 minutes. We've been trying that all this month for December to see if making conscious decisions about when to run the ads will result in a better experience overall, instead of being at the mercy of when the ads come up for each user, right? So having a unified experience of ad breaks. But we learned a couple of things, Tin Lobster, while we were doing that. We learned that on the Worldwide Worm, from one of the documents, that on the screen generation level, you can hit, let's see if we've lost all of our team entry names and everything, because that's going to kind of suck. All right, we did. So let's just really quick, let's go through it again. Welcome in. A hype train has started. Thank you, Tin Lobster. Just bypassing all the ads by giving out 5 community subs and being a hero. Guess who's going to be the first human after me? Let's see. It's going to be me. I'm Captain. I'm going to be mission deep. But just for that love, we're going to have to get Tin Lobster. The love. Cyrenex, I'm going to lead. I'm going to make you the lead of the other, just because that's what we do. You're going to be the bots. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. I've been watching that back to back. Was it on TNT right now? I'm using Sling.tv, and I've been watching all the Christmas specials on rotation constantly. On Sling TV, also full of ads. But thank you so much, Tin Lobster. Very good. Let's see here. What was I gonna? Let's see. Who's gonna be our next worm? Just people who were on the screen. I'm trying not to be. We'll have to have it so that we can do this fairly. I'm just trying to do as fair as I can. No promises on absolute fairness. And let's see. Stupid. Oh wow. Okay, so if you hit that, oh my gosh, if you have your shift, I'm wanting to type it in all upper cases for some reason. And so I got my finger on the shift button. It's stupid too. That's funny. All right, there we go. And let's see who we got in here. I said I'll put Cyrenex is the first person, right? Who else? Shay is here. Who else have we not put in here? NZ Shay. NZ Shay! Sherry. NZ Sherry. Avian, did I already put you in here? Are you already in here? You're just gonna get Avian. And then we'll throw text in there. Totally unfair how I just do all those. It was the first names that just happened to see. I just happened to see. And we're gonna make this the CPU team. Hi, CPU. Oh no, not good. Not good. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. So let's play the game. Now, we doubled up, but probably didn't keep our options, right? I love this song. Got to figure out a way to save. I could do a save state, right? That would probably be the way to do it right there. Just do a save state. That way we don't have to worry about it. So let's do a save state here. Oh no, is there no save states? Oh, there's no save states for this. I guess that makes sense. I'm definitely not going to save again. It said we could load and... Oh, okay. I'll have to test that some other time. Challenge mode, worm rankings, challenge rankings. Okay. But here it said we could do this. Let's see if we can generate as space, just to see if we can do it. All right. Getting here during the screen generation, we're supposed to hit the space bar. Oh, my God. Get that video out here. I thought I told you not to do that. Okay, so here comes the generation. If I hit the space bar and then type in space... Okay, maybe I got it. Let's see what happens. Oh, it worked! It worked! Look at that! Hot diggity dog, it worked! So you can do that. So at the seed, when it's loading up, I was always curious why it took so long for the seed. Oh my gosh! It's oh, how are we supposed to do this though? All right. Oh my gosh, we're all on like little stars and stuff. Oh my God! I've made a horrible decision. All right, let's just get... Hey, mister! All right. Oh my gosh, I have no idea. And there's no wind. I'm so used to there being wind. And there's zero wind in space. That makes sense. Oh, but it's messing with the CPU as well. It's messing with the CPU as well. Interesting. All right, well, let's see. Let's pick different weapons besides bazooka. We got grenades. Got a shotgun. Let's just take a direct hit at Shay on the stupids. Let's just see if that's gonna work. Oh, it didn't. Oh, there's no sound in space. Is that? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it just lagged behind for me. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. That would have been hilarious though. I thought it was. I think my sound is lagging locally to my machine, and I didn't think it had any sound, which would have been great. Because you can't hear anybody scream in space. Oh, I love it. Domo, what is going on? What is going on? Welcome, man. We're having a great time. We're playing Worms. Oh no, I should have... Oh, okay, there's 2 shots. I forgot about it. There's 2 shots in the shotgun. I forgot about that. Oh, Shay's taking revenge, but that's okay. The CPU doesn't know what to do. The CPU doesn't know what to do. This is great. Oh no! The CPU, forget the CPU. I did the dumb thing. Oh look, oh wow, how are you supposed to get to that stuff? Okay, so you got to be super careful because I did more than just a tap, and so instead of turning around, okay, I actually walked off of the star that I was on. Interesting. 10 Lobster asks, for Play Retro, ever thought about an episode that covers your picks of best modern retro like games? Yes, we actually do a little segment before each episode where we kind of let me scroll around here a little bit. Oh, you can't do it there. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. There we go. This will be our point of attack. Oh, he's the one saying the things. So it's a great question. So will we do that? Absolutely. So before each episode, we usually talk. We'll have a segment that we talk about what we've been doing this week, and a lot of times we'll talk about games that are retro-like. And so, but yeah, we need a whole episode probably. Sure enough, took your weapons and went home early, says Shay. All right. So let's see. Let's do that. Let's bust through the fire punch, shotgun, dynamite, airstrike. There we go. Let's perform an airstrike. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's just non-effective in space. All right, so let's see. Tex. Oh, look at Tex able to blow Cyrenix right off. Look at that. Team Stupid doing the thing. Love it. All right, so I'm actually on the moon. How cool is that, that I'm the only person since I started the game, and I'm the human and I'm the captain. I'm in actually a really strong place. I wonder if the others can, like, I wonder if they can. Oh, so it's only one airstrike for the whole team. So we got a bungee. Let's take a look. So if you right mouse click, okay, can I put it on pause? You cannot do that. Okay, so if you right mouse click, you can go through and see your different things. Now, one of the things you also can do is all these ropes. We could, if we were crazy, do something like that, but I don't think we're going to do any of that. One of the fun things is to do a prod. That is a lot of fun. So let's just throw a homing missile out here and just see what happens. Wait, is Taz on my? Taz is on my team, so we don't want that to happen. So we're gonna just. Oh, did it go? Did it go? Oh, did it go? Oh, it didn't go. I screwed it up. Come on, Shay. Oh, Shay went straight into the dump. Look at that. Straight into the dump. All right, 10 Lobster, you're up. Let's see what we have here. We got a bungee. Stupids and the humans. Very well. Let's get a little bit of love over here for 10 Lobster. We've had several subs tonight, and I appreciate everything. It's a good Christmas for me. And we're just going to let this one run. So we did a draw, and it's automatically going to go to the next one. This is a pretty cool little fruit. Was it some cherry pie? It's some cherry pie. So if you typed in, I wonder if you typed in that code, would it generate that? Like if you did a pause and then typed in that code, would it give it to you? Or does it have to be a specific something? Unsure. Interesting. So it didn't say who the 5 community subs went to, I don't think, or did it? Oh, there it is. It's up there. Okay. So congratulations and thank you, 10 Lobster, for gifting those 5 tier 1 subs to the community. And I hope that Houdini7, B. Smitty, Div Wilson, Mayor McCheese, I haven't seen Mayor McCheese in a minute, and Furball, you guys all get to enjoy your ad-free viewing and all the other benefits that come with tier 1 subs on the Brian Dunaway channel. Thank you so much. All right, let's get back to this worms. We're in a I first I thought those were balloons, but they appear to be the Tootsie Roll Pops. I think that's what they're supposed to be. They look like Tootsie Roll Pops. Am I crazy? All right, so now we see some real action from these stupids, because now we're gonna see what a good, as you would call it, a good CPU will do. All right, so I'm curious. I want to be able to get this right. So I think if I was playing this back in the day, I would probably be definitely more of a keyboard shortcut kind of guy, because I like to run through everything. And so you can do that with your function keys. I'm using my Commodore 64 8-bit do style. Let me see if I can. There we go. Let's get a little better look at this. This is my 8-bit do Commodore 64 style 8-bit computer keyboard, which is maybe period appropriate, but not really system appropriate. Well, you know, it would be later in the years of the Commodore 64. The point is, I believe you have function keys 1 through 9, I believe. Let's take a look at, let's make sure. Yeah, I think it goes through, no, it goes through 10. Oh, it goes through 12, actually. No, 11. It just goes to 11. Yeah, so functions, function 1 through 11, which just tie into your right click mouse actions, right? So we're going to take that Uzi where we had before, and then we're going to aim right at the back of Texas Head. And we kind of missed. Oh, yeah. Dang, took 26 in that strike, right, Tin Lobster? Oh, here comes Shay. Got coming out from behind the candy bar. Oh, got some wind. I didn't see that coming. That wind is pretty strong, though. I could certainly see why you would use that. That was pretty windy. Man, uh-oh is right. Let's take a little. He's dead. Look at that. He's got a little dead flag. He's out. He's worm food. All right. Oh my God. I thought I got all the soap off that. Oh, that's the worst. So we use Dawn dish detergent at my house. We always get the one with the cute little ducks on it because, you know, Dawn dish detergent is Dawn is the official cleaner upper of oil spills. I'm not sure if you're supposed to be drinking it, though. Apparently, I must have missed like one spot on the edge where I didn't get it all off. Apparently, I must have got a little on that. So when I start blowing bubbles here in a minute, that's just how it goes. All right. So let's see. We've got a bazooka. That's not going to be any good. So let's go to the homing missile. Let's get the homing missile out here. So we do that. Then we get we click. Then we can aim. The wind is kind of at my back, so I'm just gonna. Well, first of all, I'm gonna back off this edge a little bit because that's bad news. Do you see that also the environments are destructible? Even the little things that aren't actually touching now, things are just floating in the air. All right. Oh, there we go. I might have gotten a little bit of a blowback on that. I think I did 10 lobster. Sorry about that. Or no, let's see. We took about 10 damage, right? Or something around there. Around 9 damage, maybe. Okay, here comes Avian, though. Avian's bringing the grenade. Oh, gonna drop some... Kick some grenades. Oh, but luckily it didn't go all the way down, so that's good. So... Just you wait. So, down to 32 now, so there you go. Now, we're not doing much movement here. We're mostly just playing, but let's see. Freak Elite, we can zoom out. We also can do it on pause, too. I think I'm the only character that's down here, but my position's pretty high. So it's probably not a bad place to be. The wind is against me right now. I'm going to just keep using all these homing missiles. And we're gonna bring up this little bit. Wind's going against us, so we're going to have to put some force into it. If you look down here at the bottom, if you've never played Worms before, there is a wind bar down there under the land part. See the land number? That's the randomly generated seed, which is what, over 1 million to billion. So it's over 1 billion. It must be over 4 billion, I think. So we're about halfway through the potential differences that could be for the different layouts. You'll notice below it, though, below the land number, is a wind meter. So in the middle says wind. Wind is blowing from the west to the east or left to right. That little bar can also be represented on the other side. So that's going to affect how we're shooting our artillery. Down at the bottom, when I start holding down the space bar after I've placed my reticle, which I can adjust up and down here, right? This is my mouse reticle. Oh no! Dadgummit! I leaned over and my thumb was hovering over top of the space bar and I clicked it. I'm sorry, Freak Leak, I'm sorry. Oh, that is hilarious. No one says I was good at worms. All right. Oh, he's teleporting. He's teleporting. Very good. I don't know exactly why. Oh, to get a higher position. Smart move. Puts them in a safe position while giving them the opportunity to cause some mayhem. Now, I'm just going to take Shay right to the face with an Uzi. What do you think? I think I should just Shay right to the face with an Uzi. I want to get a headshot. Let me right about there. What do you think? There it is. Yeah, look at that. Oh, right in my face. Slid back into my face. Look, it's 35. 35. There you go. Uh-oh. Oh, it's coming back with the bazooka to my face. Uh-oh. No, maybe not. What was that? Oh, he's teleporting as well. They're teleporting away. Now that is an interesting move. Was that a retreat? Was that kind of a retreat? All right, so 10 lobsters over here. Avian's down. Is Avian down to 1 health? No, 100. Okay. You can zoom in and out using the keyboard M. All right, and let's see. We got a bazooka. The wind is our back. Our different options here are, so we'll do this and we'll put it on pause. Oh, you know, instantly break takes it away. But here's our weapons here: bazooka, homing missile, grenade, and these all have alternate things too. Minimal bounce, shotgun, Uzi, and here's the fire punch. I'm still curious about the fire punch and how that works. Let's give it a try. Let's try this fire punch. I don't know what that's actually gonna do though. I guess you just use it. Oh, dude. Oh, wasted. Wasted. They're all retreating back to this other side. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, he's dead. Oh. I think. Yep, that's it. That's all the life. That's all the life. It's an X-worm. There's your little death symbol there. Avian says, I am dead, alive, a worm. Freak elite. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Might not be a bad idea for us to teleport. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. On the second screen, so you get your airstrikes, your teleport. So there that is. You can define where you're gonna teleport to. So let's. Tex is already at a high point. Can I also come to that high point? Okay, so just clicking the mouse will land me right there next to Tex. Yes. Oh no, and it's Tex's turn too. So let's see what how Tex handles this. Oh, those are grenade way over at me on Mission Deep. Community leader, so interesting. All right, now I can't attack him, but I can attack Avian, who is right next to me. Let's put this on pause and see what kind of things we can do to harass. We want to harass. The most important part of worms is the harassing. We got to harass people. What this? All right. Sorry, I was getting a message from Scott, and I was trying to answer that as well. So let's get back over here. And so we were wanting to see what other options we had. All right. All right. Let's see here. Got some sparkly doodles. Got some mine you can lay down. Got some dynamite you can throw. What is the Dragon Ball? I'm interested in the Dragon Ball. I think I should definitely use the Dragon Ball. Now I keep wanting to drag and click on things, but I don't think that is the way to do it. Okay, so what does this do? Okay, so I got the Dragon Ball queued up, but how do I use it? All right, we're just gonna maximize it. Oh, it's just a straight shot. Okay, but it just left it. Okay, so we got a supply drop. So interesting. Okay, he's gonna kick a grenade. Oh, he's gonna make it. Oh, spot on. Good job. Nice. 2 seconds with a minimum bounce. That was the setting on that. Man, you know how many hours of this you have to play to get good? It is a ridiculous amount. Now, this is going to be a straight shot. This is probably going to knock me back. Is there a more appropriate closeness? Okay, so this is the fire punch. Now, what do I got to do to use this? Oh no, not that. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh no, what happened? Nothing. Oh, I'm totally screwing it up. I don't know what I'm doing apparently. Okay. Oh, they just pass? All right. Can I get out of here? Okay, I cannot get out of here. No matter which direction I go in, can I get up out of here? Okay, no. Okay, so the hole's just a little too deep now. We could choose to, to build something. So let's just for funsies, we're trying all the different things. Okay, how do we activate the bungee though? Do we have to do something special? Or running out of time here. Okay, so let's see if we can ninja rope out of here. Okay, hold that. Oh, it just lets go. Oh wait, okay, we keep using it. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, boring. Freak says I have to start getting ready for bed. See you all soon. Thank you so much, Freak Elite. It was fun. Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Oh no. Oh, Shay's over there hardly even touched. Freak Elite, you died too. What a good timing to do it. If you're gonna do it, now you know how your character ends. No hanging questions. No you. All right. Can I not use this? Am I not new? Is the ninja rope not the? Is it at such an angle that I'm not using it correctly? Like the bungee, would that have been a better? So I want to get out of this hole, right? All right. Let's see here. How do we get? Okay, so how do you use this thing then? Does it work? All right, let's just build a girder instead. All right. That one was.
Hey, mister!
I hear you, buddy. All right, can I do that? Oh no, no. I want to build the girder. No.
Come on!
How do you do it? So typically, if you right click to select from the menu, then how you get out of the selection mode is to left click, but the left click rotates the girder. So I thought maybe I pressed the space bar, but that doesn't do anything at all because you don't get space bar abilities again until you right click out of it. So how do you place that? Was it saying that the girder could not be placed there? Is that what it was saying? Bungee. Okay, so here's a girder. I use the function key this time. Okay, so I'm rotating it. Is that noise saying? Oh, okay. So the dink, dink, dink noise is saying I can't use it. Okay. Oh, no. Dadgummit. That was pretty dumb. All right. We're getting there. So the problem was that it could not be placed there. Oh my God, I'm gonna die before getting to use it now. Now the girder's too high to get to as well. Okay. Oh, got a replay on that one. I got a replay. I think that's it, right? I was the last one on our team. So that should be it. So round to the stupids. Good job, stupids. Good job. All right. Well, I think I proved my point. I'm no good at worms, but I do like playing. I'm assuming, Casey, were you on the stupids or the humans? Because at some point in time, the game had become so imbalanced, I was the only one left. I'm the only one controlling anybody. And so, yeah, it's, they just kept taking turns with the computer. And I guess they just decided who got to go next. I don't know how that actually works because I was not in a position of winning. So there you go. So that's the original Worms. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. And now I've just got to go play United, which has this and other things, other quality of life improvements, which I think are all in this one. It says it's the original, but it's got all these CD stuff and everything. I don't think it's the original. This is the one I got off Steam, and I just drug over to my Mr. FPGA as it was, and I don't think it's actually the original. It's definitely not the floppy version. I played the demo, and it doesn't play quite like this. And there's a whole bunch of things like network support, and that was not in the floppy versions. So that was a bunch of stuff added on. Plus, and it's also calling the video files from the CD-ROM, which didn't come until later. And Windows 95 support and all this other stuff that wasn't in the original OG. So I don't know exactly what they've got over at Steam, but I wish they would figure it out. I have the original floppy disk images, which Team 17 has made available, but they did not make available the codes, which come in these like 5 or 6 pages of groups, rows, columns, and then you pick a 3-digit number. And I got those codes, and I tried it with the Amiga version, and it worked fine. But the Amiga version has a lot of differences to it as well than the DOS version, the original 3-disc DOS version. So I could play the demo, but I can't play the real deal. Jay, what is going on? Jay Funktastic is here. Was it like a game of the year re-release or something? So Shay, that's what this one is. This is the CD version that came out prior to the release of 2. So there was an in-between release between Worms 1 and 2, and I think they called it Worms United, was one name for it, and it came with the original Worms, came with the expansion pack, and it came with network support and everything, and improvements and weapons and everything. So I mean, it had a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't in the original. Jay said, I have a confession that will get my nerd retro gamer card revoked. I've never played a Worms game. It's okay, Jay. I really only ever played Worms Armageddon. Now, Scott's a huge fan of Worms, but that's really most of my experience was with Armageddon. And of course, I've played a little bit here and there. Just, I get a new system, some Ambernick handheld, and I may look through some games and go, oh, there's Worms. And I bring it up and kind of go through the menus and see if it functions and that kind of stuff. And I've never sat down and seriously tried to play. This is probably the first time I've ever played the first one in a meaningful manner. Definitely no nerd pullback, because you know what happened, Jay, is Worms came along at a very late stage of 2D type games, because we were moving in, this released in 95, so it's the same year that Japan got the PlayStation 1. So most consoles and systems were moving to 3D games, and Worms was at the end of that, and it was a strategy game that was quite complex and a different take. So they actually went and they said, what would be fun that's not 3D? And they're like, oh, we should do some, the multiplayer really was the other thing that was rising and coming up at the same time. 3D and multiplayer was kind of like both just like blowing up at the same time. And so they went the other route, went with a small character sprites like you would see in Lemmings, which was one of the inspirations for the original Worms game. Visually, the creator had really liked the look and animation, the detailed animations that were Lemmings. And so he had a tank strategy game that was kind of like proto parts of this, but he wanted something more fun and something you could relate to and something you could invest in, like Lemmings. When that's one of the fun things about Lemmings is you invest into these small characters that seem alive. So that was one thing they brought into this game. And so if you missed out, it's understandable, because it wasn't really necessarily a game that everybody was looking for, because a lot of people were looking for the latest, greatest experience, which would be in 3D, and you might not be looking for some gem that was Worms. Now, a lot of people played it. It's a very popular game, but it may have flew under your radar. And of course, over the years, the people who love it really love it, and it's just kept the franchise going, even though I think it was in Worms 2 that it was supposed to be. This is true of a lot of franchises. That's when our original developer departed for the most part, being the primary lead on these Worms games, kind of stepped aside, left. I think actually Armageddon may have been where he kind of stopped. And Worms 2, I think, was the last one. So they kind of like went to a different team, started working on some other things and incorporating some of the original ideas that they had for expansions on this one. Anyway, so yeah, learn more about Worms and Worms during the 90s specifically. That's the ones we're covering this week on the Play Retro Show. I'm more of the historian, and Scott is more of the impassioned one on this one. So I'm going to let him lead as much as possible and tell me all about his wonderful experience with worms. I never was that good at it. Jay Funktastic says, I rented Lemmings once for the SNES. I didn't have the instruction book, so I was completely lost. That's a really interesting story, too, we need to get into one day, is the idea of renting games at places like Blockbuster and how Nintendo was trying to stop game rentals through copyright when it comes to instruction books. It was a problem that Blockbuster ran into because Nintendo, being not an American company, they had an American division, but for the most part, who are you going to side with, the homegrown Blockbuster or Japanese company Nintendo? And so they sided with the Blockbuster as far as game rentals go. Sure, you can rent the games out, do it. And then it was like, and then Blockbuster had a really bad problem with people losing the manuals. And so then Blockbuster thought it would be smart, right in the middle of all this stuff, to make photocopies of the manuals to send out the games. And that's where Nintendo almost caught Blockbuster and almost ended it all. But Blockbuster instead said, fine, jerked the instructions back, and then started having their own employees to write up instruction manuals for the rental games. So, yeah, you would probably want to read some of that stuff for the Lemmings game. It could be a challenge. Monkey Banana says, Brian's the hi historian. Oh, hi historian. Monkey, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you, guys. Thank you to 10 Lobster for giving out those 5 community subs. Avian resubbing earlier today. Zoe kicking us off. And there was one other, and it is hard to scroll. Greg for Walkman squeezed right in there. Happy holidays, Shankbuster. How's it going? How is your Wednesday, Thursday leading up to the big day? The big day. Looking now to see if any of our other DOS Timber people are out there. If you haven't been watching me for the last couple of weeks, you may not know that I'm involved with something called DOSember. It's where we celebrate DOS games in December. Just what it sounds like. It's not complicated. Well, I make it complicated. It's not complicated. And so what I'm going to do here is I am going to raid in on a DOS game player as soon as I find somebody. So you can go over to DOSember.com. That's spelled like DOSEMBER. If you're wanting to watch more, they have this right there. It's in memoriam of Rat Clown Car. And so we can kind of take a look to see who's playing. And let's see. I think my friends, let's see. I don't see any of the people, the usuals. I don't see any of the usuals. I'm trying to see if anybody is playing Lemmings, possibly, or maybe something in the vein of what we've been playing. I'm seeing Quest for Space. Oh, look, I got Worms. Brian's on there. Got Wacky Wheels, Talons. Now we did raid in on Toonstruck the other night, but you guys didn't seem to have too much fun there. But we do have Command and Conquer. Demon Master, or Damon Master, is streaming right now, playing a little bit of one of my favorite games, Command and Conquer. So that's who we're gonna raid in on. We're gonna I think I actually follow. Do I not? 2 followers to go. Look at that. No, yeah, I do follow Damon Master. So that's who we're gonna raid in on, is Damon Master. That's a good idea. I think it's a great idea. He's a pretty cool feller. Let's see here. Wink. Let's get that. And we're gonna raid. Why is it so hard? Why has Twitch made it so hard to make this happen? Who knows? But we're going to raid in on Damon Master, who is playing Command and Conquer, and tune in Friday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Is it 3:30 p.m. Eastern time for us me, Scott, talking about the worms. We got worms. 10 Lobster, go have a good night. Oh, absolutely, Case Turbos. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, Avian, Shankbuster. Can't wait for the holidays to get here. Dice Station Zebra was here. I must have missed you. Might have been lurking, but that's okay. It was good to see you. Tex, if you're still around, thank you so much. We're almost there. If you're so inclined, head over to the YouTube channel, and the more you watch, the better it is. If you watch, we're 250 hours away from our 3,000 watch hour goal. And what that'll do is it'll open up super chats for our YouTube and get us on the path to monetization, if you care about that stuff. Jay says, have a great night. Sorry, guys. So I started late myself, so it's all good, my friends. So here we go. We're about to raid in on Damon Master, who is playing Command & Conquer from 1995, same year as The Worms 1. Was released for Amiga, and I believe came out for DOS the same year. All right, here we go. Later, monkey.